Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. Hope you are doing amazing out there. In today's reading, I'm taking a look into your romantic love life for the week of April 2025. I'm going to pull an 8-card spread, see who's all around you this week, who's playing the main cast and crew of your love life, get their intentions with you, their feelings towards you, your feelings for them, things like that, whether you're single or dealing with someone. We'll see what the reading shows. Just please keep an open mind, Cancer, that I do tend to get kind of nosy in my readings. I don't hold back and I don't sugarcoat. So only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something upsets you in the reading today, but at the same time does not make sense with your own situation, then it may not be your message. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So let's begin. Please tap into the energy of Cancer today. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Who's all around Cancer this week? What is Cancer's romantic love message for the week of April 2025? 2 more shuffles, please. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my adorable Krabby Patties. All right, so the person coming towards you this week, Cancer, what are their feelings for you deep down? We have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, when the 10 of Pentacles shows up in how someone feels about someone, it's either telling me that someone feels like they're already in a stable, committed relationship with you and things are going great, things are looking like they're going to go the distance. And for others, if you're not already in a committed relationship with this person, this could be this person's way of saying that they're feeling like it could go that way. We will see. I will expand on that after I get the first spread laid out, okay? What's their intentions with you, Cancer? We have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups as intentions followed by the 10 of Pentacles as feelings is pretty good. It's telling me that someone's got the intent to keep their heart open to you, to be there for you, to be supportive to you, because they are expecting you to be in their life for a very, very long time. You know, when we're connecting with people, whether friends, family, or lovers, that we can sense are going to be in our lives for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, however long we have got for breathing, we tend to value the connections more and care for them a bit more. At least we should anyways. So this person is feeling the sense of long-term with you to the point where they want to make sure that they're showing up for you, okay? So that's good. And you are the Queen of Cups, regardless of your gender, whether you're a guy or a girl. You know, the Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy, and this is a good opposite, okay? Let's take a look at how they're treating you, because they can, you know, feel this way about you and have the intentions with you being this, but let's see how they're actually acting. How are they behaving towards Cancer around this time frame? We have the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands is my planning card. So this person's planning something and it affects you somehow. All right, because this is their behavior towards you position. So this person is making some sort of plan. Oftentimes, the 2 of Wands comes up when I'm reading for people who are in the talking stage of their relationship. And if you're beyond that point, this comes up when I'm reading for a couple who are in a planning part of their relationship, whether they're planning to move in with each other, planning to say I do, or planning to go on a vacation, planning to start their own business together as a couple. It's planning something when it's someone that you've already been, you know, dealing with for a bit. So I'll see what this person is talking about, but I am looking at these 2 mountains in the far distance, indicating that this person's putting a lot of obstacles in their past. They've gone through some stuff. We've all gone through some stuff, but they're letting that be in their past, and they're taking what they've learned from those experiences and applying it to what they're mapping out for their next stage of life. Okay, their next, you know, cycle. And this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And we are in Aries season right now, and I feel like a lot of us, the collective, are feeling motivated to start new things, whether starting new businesses, starting new hobbies, starting new relationships. We're all feeling that pull to give birth to something while we're in Aries season, which is the ruler of the first house. You know, Aries rules the first house, which is all about trying out new things, being the innovator, being the trailblazer, trying something new. So you got someone that's trying something new, and it includes you somehow. You may not have any idea that this person is making this sort of plan, but let's see how you feel. How does Cancer feel about this person that I'm tapping into? We have the Magician. Now, the Magician, as your feelings, tells me that you're feeling very confident, that you're calling in opportunities that are in alignment with what you want. And since this is in your feelings for whoever this person may be for the week ahead, you're feeling like you called this person in. that this is someone that you told the universe, yeah, I want this person into my life. This is the person that I want to map out the next phase of my life with. This is it. All right, because the Magician carries all 4 aces. It carries the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, indicating that you're feeling all of the aces in relation to this person, indicating that you're ready for something. You're ready. Your feelings are involved, Ace of Cups. You're communicating with this person, Ace of Swords. You're building the foundation with this person, Ace of Pentacles. And you're very attracted to this person and you feel chemistry, Ace of Wands. You feel like you got all the aces with this person. Okay, which is a really good, combo. Let's take a look at some of the blockage you might experience this week. The Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, when it shows up in the blockage, that could represent, someone's ex being involved, or someone's mother that is not like blessing the relationship. And if that's not the case, the Queen of Swords shows up in the challenge position when the feminine energy in the situation may be feeling disrespected, may be feeling like, they're not getting, a courtesy, of their partner, like their partner's kind of putting them on the side while they make their plans. Now, when I say feminine energy, we all carry masculine and feminine energy. This could represent a dude for all we know, all right? It's telling me that whatever this person is planning, the person that is having it planned with doesn't feel like they're included in the plan. It might be feeling left out. Like, how are you going to plan our future together and not fill me in on it and just surprise me with it? So for some of you, if this person is planning to commit to you long term, you may be feeling annoyed that they're not including you in on it, so that way you can be a part of, these plans, or to at least have like the clarity to know that they're even planning it in the first place if you're not in an already committed relationship with this person. Like, you may be over here like, would have been good to tell me a week ago before I racked my brain getting worried about our relationship if you weren't going to tell me that you had future plans for us. Like, who wants to be left in the dark? I know I wouldn't. It's like, oh, nice that you were planning this all along. You could have filled me in so I would not have to stress myself sick. Something like that. Because the Queen of Swords in the blockage is a worry wart. It's someone that's worrying. Why is my person acting this way? Why is my person doing this? Does my person love me? Does my person this? Not knowing that whoever their person is coming in with a big heart, wanting to see this go the distance, but is keeping it to themselves for some reason. Unless there's some valid reasons, maybe this person just wants to make doubly sure that this is what they want before bringing you in on it, so that way they don't pull it back, and, take the offer back. Who wants to do that? Hey, would you like to be my boyfriend? And then a day later, you know what? I changed my mind. Can I have my offer back? That's not cool. So Cancer, for some of you, this person's planning something but keeping it to themselves until they know for certain that this is what they want, because they may be at a crossroads Two of Wands with the relationship. And if you're married to each other already, then maybe this person's wanting to make a huge investment for the two of you's relationship, and they want to make sure that this is a smart idea before presenting it to you, because they know that once you say yes, you're going to start manifesting everything to line up perfectly. That's a specific message for the Cancers that are already in a relationship with this person. Let's take a look at your potential weekly outcome, Cancer. The Ace of Pentacles. Hot dang, look at that. That's awesome. Cancer. A little speechless. I kind of like it when a reading plays out like that, and it's a nice little moment. You've been getting this card a lot, Cancer. So for some of you, you have been manifesting this for a bit, and you're at this point where you're like, all right, I know it's heading towards me. Come on now, let it happen soon. And for others, you may be in that early stages of calling this in, and they're asking you to just be a little bit patient. All right, just a little bit. I know we all hate that word. I hate it too, but I'm getting it, so I gotta say what I'm getting. Let's get your advice. Ten of Swords. There's some things you need to cut out and release to make space for this. That is being clear as day with me right now. And that could explain the Queen of Swords and the blockage. Maybe this is saying that you still have some pent up frustration in regards to a past situation that might be holding this situation back. And for those of you who are already married to this person or in a relationship with this person, you may be still harboring some resentment in regards to a past plan that they did not include you in, and you know, you're feeling some sort of way. It's like, hey, can you include me in? This is where clarifying is going to have to help me, okay? I don't want to speculate. The overall energy this week is the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords as the overall energy tells me there's a lot of, you know, confusion here for you, Cancer, where you're feeling like you're in a mental prison, where you're searching for answers, and the more you search, the more confused you get. You know, kind of like, you know, you look at your arm and you see a freckle, and you go on Dr. Google and you see a list of, you know, 101 ways you can die from that freckle, and it gets you even more confused than how you started, instead of being patient and waiting for that doctor's appointment, you know, and getting it checked up. Awful example, I know, but that's what came through. So some of you guys may be feeling like you're a hypochondriac right now and running to the doctor for every freckle. I don't know. All right, let me just start clarifying. Cancer, your reading is coming in weird, but I like it. I like weird readings. All right, let's start with the Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Pentacles how this person feels towards Cancer for the week of April 2025, please? Why the Ten of Pentacles? How did you get turned? Why the Ten of Pentacles? Why the Ten of Pentacles? The Moon. Yeah, this person feels quite emotional about whatever this is. Okay, as if this person's saying that this is something big for them, nerve-wracking for them. All right, where they want to do it right. Because once you unleash your feelings, you can't bottle them back up. So for some of you, Cancers, this person's intending to open up for the first time. For others, this person's about to say, I love you for the first time, which is different from opening up, you know, it's hard to explain. And for others, if this is someone that you're already in a committed relationship with, they got a plan and they want you a part of it, but they're nervous about how you're going to respond to it. Ooh, it's bugging me not knowing what that plan is. Ooh, Page of Wands, the Justice card, and the Hermit. This person is coming towards you with a bright idea or something that they feel really excited and passionate about. They're coming in as a very youthful energy, regardless of how old they are, Cancer. They're coming in as a very youthful person. Like someone that could be 80 years old but still have that like 25-year-old energy about them, okay? Or they're coming towards you excited about this idea to the point where you're like, sold. I'm sold. Like, you feel like this person's excitement is very charismatic. I like this person's energy so far. All right, so let's clarify your feelings. You got the Magician. The Empress. Wow. When you think about the Empress, it usually shows me a pregnant woman, indicating that there has already been a seed planted, and it's the Empress's job to nurture that seed and give birth to that seed and help it become what it can be. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed that gets birthed into the Ten of Pentacles, a lineage, a family lineage, or a long-term relationship built to last 10 plus years. She's got the power to do that because of her big heart and the time and energy she puts into everything that she does. And I say she, but again, there's no genders in my reading, so the dudes, you're fine. That could be you too. And then I see the Eight of Pentacles, and I see the Eight of Wands, and then I see the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. That's repeated eights and repeated tens. So I feel like, Cancer, there's something that you're working towards, all right? And you're putting in a lot of time, energy into this, and I feel like you're waiting for that moment that makes you feel excited. Like you're putting in the hard work and you're just waiting for some sort of clarity that energizes you, makes you feel like everything's starting to pan out the way you want it to in regards to your future. Okay, some of you guys are working really hard towards a business opportunity, all right, or you're trying to get a promotion at work and you've got a money opportunity coming towards you, okay? Yeah. And I just heard Mars, so Mars and Cancer people, that could be you too. the Lovers, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands. There could be a lot of competition around somebody. Like someone's got a lot of eyes on them. A lot of people vying for their attention, wanting to be around them, but someone can only be around so many people. That could be you or the person that you're dealing with. Someone gets a lot of attention. Like someone is, you know, high value. I mean, you are coming in with this Empress energy, but it's coming up in your feelings for this person. So you might feel like this person is very high value. You know, you see them as, you know, someone that you would really like to get to be a part of their life. Okay, or that's flipped for some of you. Clarify this person's intentions with Cancer. Why the King of Cups? I mean, the King of Cups, when you think about it in a real life person, that's someone that, you know, can always be depended on when it comes to their family and friends that they care about. They love animals. They're that person that, you know, sees a stray dog on the side of the road and brings it some food or water. That's the King of Cups. That's the King of Cups. But the King of Cups doesn't make it obvious that they have that type of heart, because they know, you know, people take advantage of it. Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is planning something. The Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating something. It's taking stock of something. So this ties into what I said earlier. Cancer, this person intends to plan something and it directly affects you. It affects you, okay? So I want to see what the heck they're talking about. So I'm going to use a different set of hello. The Lover's card is on the bottom. Some of you guys, this is someone that's asking you to be in a relationship with them for the first time. For others, I sense that you guys were already in a relationship. Okay, so it's going to be different for many of you. And then I see the Ace of Wands. That's a spark of something. I need another card on this. I'm going to use the Wizard of Oz Tarot. I don't have the card listed in my description box yet, but that's what it's called. I bought it off of Amazon. Clarify that Seven of Pentacles, please, in regards to what this person's planning, in regards to the Cancers watching right now. They're definitely taking time and consideration into something. It's got to be important to them. I don't see people putting that much time and energy into something unless it's important. I just saw the Ace of Swords, so there's some sort of breakthrough or communication that clears things up. The Tower. But in this situation, I don't feel like the Tower is a, oh crap, the Tower. It feels like it's a, oh wow, the Tower. It feels like a surprise, like a positive surprise. And then I see the Moon. The Moon again, which is tying into this person's original feeling towards you in regards to some sort of long-term plan. Strong Scorpio, Pisces energy now showing up. Okay, but you're also ruled by the Moon, Cancer, so I like to associate you with the Moon card too, even though it's designated for Pisces being Neptune energy. But anywho, this person intends to plan something according to you, and they're coming at it with good intentions with the King of Cups in the upright. The King of Cups in the upright is a sweet person. In reverse, a manipulative person. In the upright, kind-hearted. Wouldn't want to hurt a fly. Not on purpose anyway. So whatever this person's planning, it comes with a surprise towards you. But they're quite emotional about it with the Moon showing up again. So it might be something that they're keeping suppressed, keeping it to themselves. There might be some insecurities. There might be some worries associated with how you might respond to it. So I'm going to clarify this card right now. Let me clarify that. Please clarify that Two of Wands. I mean, the outcome shows me an offer. So it's something that is valuable. I just saw the Knight of Cups. Now I want to go camping. Every time I look at that card, I just remind myself of camping. I love outdoorsy stuff. Ew, the Five of Pentacles. This person's worried that you're going to abandon their offer. Be like, nope, thanks for the offer, but nope. That's possibly why they're taking forever to like let you in on it. And in the meantime, the more that they don't share with you, the more you start getting in your head thinking it might be something else that they're like planning. And by the time they finally extend you the offer, you're annoyed with the fact that they didn't include you in on the planning process. No, I feel like there's another message to that. Hold on. I feel like I'm getting close, and then it just, you know, disappears. I want to dive a little bit deeper. That's Taurus energy, and that's Aries. So maybe from the rest of Aries season going into Taurus season, this is what's been being thought out. And that's Taurus energy, and that's Taurus energy. So something may be under development right now while we're still in Aries season, but then becomes more clear of the development in Taurus season. The Knight of Wands, fire energy again, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's something that they're excited about, but they're worried that you're going to reject it. Four of Cups, Cancer energy. They're looking at you as if you're going to look at whatever they're offering as, no, I'm not interested. Again, whether this is a spouse of yours asking you, hey, Cancer, let's buy that home the next town over. It's a beautiful spot on a beautiful neighborhood, and you're like, I don't like the neighborhood. It's not my cup of tea. Or if this is someone that you've been dating for a while, and they're like, hey, Cancer, you know, let's move in together, and you're like, I think we need to date a little bit longer. Or if this is someone new that likes you and you guys have been flirting, you've been texting, and they're like, Cancer, you know, let's go on a date. Let's continue seeing each other exclusively. And you're like, I still kind of want to keep my options open. It feels like this person is assuming that you're going to say no to whatever they're offering. And the more that they keep you kind of in the dark with that moon energy and with all this planning, the more you start to think it could be something worse. And by the time they do come towards you, you're already annoyed that you were left out, to where even if it's something you do want, you're like, no. Because that's the Eight of Swords. That's the Eight of Swords. Because the Cancer I'm tapping into right now really wants direct communication from their person. You don't want to be guessing. You don't want to be over analyzing. You don't want to be reading in between the lines. You want someone that's going to be like consistently upfront and straightforward with their communication with you on a regular basis, so that way you don't have to jump through hoops to figure out what this person is doing. Because I feel like this person gets kind of quiet when they're trying to plan something, and it leaves your mind racing, you know, thinking that they're being distant with you, to run away from the relationship, or there's other people that they're talking to. Some of you guys may have some strong air placements. You might have Moon in Libra, Gemini in Libra, where your heart just like goes into thinking mode whenever something doesn't feel like, I don't know. It's just, that's kind of what I'm getting. So, holy crap, I made a mess over here. You belong there. You belong there. You belong here, there, and you belong there. All right, so let's clarify this outcome card. Some of you Cancers, it feels like you have to let something go in order to accept this. And that's going to mean something to different one of yous. Clarify that Queen of Swords and the blockage. Maybe I have a Cancer that's like, I'm not accepting your offer until I know your ex is out of the picture. You know, why the Queen of Swords and the blockage? Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So what's creating a blockage this week is that someone's playing it safe when it comes to their commitments or what they value or what they're committing to, and playing it so safe to where it sabotages or potentially sabotages, right? Think of the Four of Pentacles like, picture the Four of Pentacles like this, Cancer. Say you got an egg in your hand, okay? I know it's an AirPod. Picture you got this egg in your hand and you value the egg. You value it. You don't want anyone to take your egg. So you're protecting it and you're holding on to it very tightly, and the next thing you know, you got egg yolk oozing through your fingers, and you're like, oh, I broke it. I held on so tightly that I actually broke what I valued. That's kind of the energy I'm getting off of this situation, where someone's being so protective over how they want everything to unfold, how they want their feelings to come out, or their ideas to be expressed, or their plans to be shared with you, to the point where what they're holding on to falls. They drop the ball. They drop the ball, and, you know, ends up like disrupting the relationship's progress because of like being too controlling over it. Cross-watch it. That's not you. Psh, don't force it. It could definitely be your person. Vice versa if you want. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. It's like one of those helicopter parents. They're not letting their child like learn for themselves, and is just like hovering over them. All right. It's like, yes, you can be a protective parent without being like hovering one's ability to learn how to use their critical thinking skills, to think for themselves. So clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, I got the Emperor and the High Priestess, and then I see the Queen of Cups right here with the Magician. The Magician is your original feelings, and then you had the Empress, so the Empress and the Emperor is an ideal match. And the High Priestess is pretty much saying, just listen to your intuition and kind of go with the flow. Everything is unfolding the way it needs to. And with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups being here, with the Emperor and the Empress, this looks pretty good. This looks like two people who have big hearts that really want to be together, and someone's making a decision to perhaps elevate the relationship from, you know, boyfriend, whatever status, to husband status, or however you want to flip it. There are no genders in my readings, so flip it however you need to. So let me clarify this. Ten of Swords. There's something that you need to release, Cancer, to make space for this, is what it feels like. Why the Ten of Swords for Cancer's advice? The Magician and the King of Wands. For some of you, something that you have not made peace with is like kind of like hindering some of the things that you're trying to manifest into your life. Like say you have a closet full of stuff that you have not made peace with, you have not donated or released, and you're buying all these clothes for your wardrobe. You're buying new wardrobe. Where's it gonna fit if your closet is already filled up with clothing that you were supposed to donate and release years ago to make space for what you're trying to call in? It's that sort of energy. So it's like you're trying to make space in your life for this healthy, growing, successful relationship, but the space is being cluttered by worry and other things, other people, other unresolved boxes of stuff that need to still be sorted through, unless that's your person, okay? And then I see the Six of Swords followed by the King of Wands, needing to peacefully move on from something that brought a lot of lessons your way or another person's way, and it's time to sort it. Give me a card on that Eight of Swords, please. Now, if you're in no contact with someone right now, Cancer, or the situation's really confusing or wonky, I will pull whoever is on your mind's hidden message at the end of this reading. What happened? How did that turn? Geez, that's been happening lately. I'll start the reading off like that, and then next thing you know, it's like, hello. Same thing happened to my squirrel, unless I'm just losing my marbles. Why the Eight of Swords? Why the Eight of Swords? Why the Eight of Swords? The Five of Swords and the King of Swords and the Empress. So the more we don't know what something is all about or what someone is up to, the more our thoughts start to race towards the negative case scenarios. You know, that's the mental prison that the Eight of Swords puts us in. My person hasn't responded to my message in an hour. They must be talking to another guy, another girl. They must hate me, you know, or just like something like that. Like overthinking what someone is planning. But I mean, it looks good. Whatever this person is planning, it looks good. But for some of you, something still isn't ready yet. And I know you probably don't want to hear that. That's only for some of you. I got a lot of different zodiac signs in this reading, but mostly I have Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Libra. It really could be any zodiac sign though. If you haven't checked out your April monthly, Cancer, it's in my April monthly playlist. Please rock that like and subscribe button for your girl, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, Cancer, the link to my website can be found in the description box below of every video that I post on YouTube, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. That's 2 D's, not one for Baddison. And every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live with the All Signs Their Feelings for You reading. That's where I kind of connect with you a little bit more. I show my face. I try to engage with you, pick up on your situation a lot more easier. I will put in the description box below this video the most recent All Signs reading I did. All you have to do is click on that video and then go to the Cancer timestamp. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. my camera cuts off at the 30-minute mark, so I gotta speed up. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. All right, Cancer, that's for you. I'll check back with you in a few days for your next weekly update. Till then, smile until your cheeks hurt. I love you. Namaste.